Hey guys, it's me again, and now we will talk about branch. You know what I mean? So let me see which branch we will talk about. We talked about American Eagle. American Eagle. This is Rocky Lion. We talk about him. This is, let me see this, War Machine. I think this War Machine. Okay, 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 okay. Let me tell you about War Machine. You know what I mean? So War Machine, they have new equipment that I'm gonna invent, flying. Everything's flying. You know what I mean? Some of them going under the ground. Some of them flying. Some of them in the like in the ocean, torpedoes. Some of them is depends. You know what I mean? I'll give them a lot of weapon. So War Machine, no boots on the ground. You know what I mean? War Machine, no boots on the ground, and you know that top command leaders of War Machine, defending War Machine. There is attacking War Machine, ring and hospital. I'm not gonna go through this. You know what I mean? Rules, constitution, research. I'm not gonna go all this kind of things. I'll explain the War Machine. Basically, War Machine is a man will operate a machine in a front line. You know what I mean? Okay. Like what type of machine? They have snipers, laser, bullet. Uh, they have machine gun, flying machine gun. They have flying. So basically, is everybody will control one weapon and they will be leaded and guided through the camera and the sensor of the weapon, and they will be guided and leaded by the commander, and they will also kind of look at the satellite. You know what I mean? So basically, these people, War Machine, no boots on the ground. You know what I mean? For example, let me talk. Like who, where? Let me talk. I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something. Like, where is the strongest security? The strongest security, like the strongest security. Maybe the Pentagon, the highest security. Washington D.C. You know what I mean? Let's say we are at war. You know what I mean? Let's say I'm Canada or Mexico, and we are at war with Washington D.C. I'm 100% sure Washington D.C. is well defense line build it. You know what I mean? Like they build a good defense line, because there is no jet can fly over the White House, or plane can fly above the White House and stuff like that. Anyways, so who is there? I think they have at least minimum in Washington. They have 20,000 soldiers, between 20,000 to 30,000 soldiers. They have it in Washington, between 20,000 to 30,000. That's my estimation. That's what I estimate. 20 to 30. You know what I mean? Thousand. Okay, so that place is very secured. You know what I mean? Who's gonna go in? Who's gonna go in? War Machine. You know what I mean? War Machine is kind of a fire or a combustion, like like what's it called this? Like is a fire that is no lost. You know what I mean? I'm gonna lose weapon, or I'm gonna lose machine gun. I'm gonna lose this and that. So I don't give a fuck about that. You know what I mean? What's matter is my soldier life. You know what I mean? That's what's matter. You know. So what's matter my soldier life. So anyways, Anyways. So let's say we are, let's say we lost. What we lose is a weapon. You know what I mean? So, anyways, so they're gonna go in. You know what I mean? Basically, I'm gonna make Washington. Uh, I'm gonna make Washington basically with machine gun. You know, it's not. It's more than hoping. You know what I mean? It's more than hoping. It's gonna be missing, like California. You know what I mean? Washington's gonna be United States of Washington. You know what I mean? Anyways. So we use it's a kind of a fire that we have the option to use them in those kind of circumstances. You know what I mean? Like we can use them in that kind of circumstance. So for example, war machine, like I tell you this, guys. Basically, if the war is in New York, let's say the battle is in New York, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna send Rocky Lion, you know what I mean? New York, I'm not gonna send Rocky Lion. If I send Rocky Lion first, the War Machine and the Eagles and those, they're gonna make New York under the ground, you know what I mean? Like delete, you know what I mean? Control Alt delete, you know what I mean? Then Rocky Lion will evolve. So basically, I'm not gonna send Rocky Lion to New York. I'm gonna send War Machine. You know what I mean? New York, Seattle. I'm gonna send War Machine. You know what I mean? Like India, Mumbai. I'm not sending my Rocky. No, Rocky, we're not gonna go there. You know what I mean? Maybe Assassinator, maybe this, but Rocky, no, we're not gonna go there. You know what I mean? The Rocky. So, anyways, so this is machine gun. It's a kind of a power that you can save life and destroy a very secured or big security area. You know what I mean? You'll be able to destroy them. You know what I mean? We use them just kind of things. You know what I mean? Let me tell you, we have unit and troops. You know what I mean? I'll tell you a couple of them. I don't know if I can tell you all of them. So we have 505, the gunners. 05, the gunners, that's soldier moving in a battleship. You know what I mean? It's like I send Navy SEAL. You know what I mean? Like I told Navy SEAL, go to Apple Valley, go to that area, that's your target. You know what I mean? Navy SEAL. You know what I mean? But no boots on the ground. So basically, the gunners will have machine guns, will have snipers, laser guns, thunder guns. They will have what's that called? So heavy equipment to the soldier, light equipment as a equipment. You know what I mean? As a machine, as a light, but to soldier is a heavy equipment. So I'm telling you, like Navy SEAL boots on the ground in that area. You know what I mean? So, anyways, that's the gunners. So bullets, sniper, and stuff like that. Then we have 989. Hulk is back. No vehicle allowed. So basically, this is 989. The Hulk is back. No vehicle allowed. They're hunting helicopters. They're hunting tanks. They're hunting any vehicle. They're hunting. They're hunting. They're hunting battleships. They're hunting aircraft. Everything. You know what I mean? 989. Hulk is back never. no vehicle allowed, you know what I mean? Nothing is allowed, you know what I mean? So this is heavy equipment, but still no boots on the ground. No boots on the ground still. But the fire is rocket, missiles, is like artillery, hound, is like those kind of things, you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? So heavy, like very heavy equipment. Hulk. That's why I call them Hulk. You can call them Hulk, you know what I mean? Hulk is the heaviest. So Hulk is one of the heaviest. I'm not gonna say he's the heaviest, but he's one of the heaviest. So Hulk, we're not gonna deal with soldiers, you know what I mean? Hulk will deal with vehicles, you know. So so that's Hulk 797, you know what I mean? It's called. So basically this military is no boots on the ground, you know what I mean? So it's good and it's not good. Sometimes it will not gonna work, sometimes it will work. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to have a different fire, you know what I mean? Different fire. I wanna have a lot of kind of fires, you know what I mean? So I have the option. I will have options, you know what I mean? So that's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm building like this. And that's all I want to say, guys. And talk to you in the next video. And these books need to be completed. You know what I mean? I'm gonna complete them, and I'll keep updating you every time I complete something or do something or this or I didn't. So I will update you anyways. So salute to the eagle. Salute to my eagle. Thank you for watching my video.